My Adventures with Stupid Man, or as they want to claim, My Adventures with Superman, premiered last week, Thursday. So I watched the first two episodes of it. I did my review, and I make no apologies for saying I thought it was absolutely god awful. I didn't like a single thing about that series, not a damn thing. It turned it into everything that is wrong with modern entertainment today. The men are all a bunch of simpering wimps, and the women are supposed to be so badass, when in fact it just makes them unlikable and disturbing. They made changes to practically everything. Superman is a joke who has a Sailor Moon-like transformation. Now, granted, that Sailor Moon-like transformation is probably just the first time he's done it, and probably won't do it anymore. But then again, you never really know, because I'm sure they're going to throw something in there that has him transforming some other way, some other how again. It never ends. Now, some people may have liked some people may have liked my video, saying that, you know, they may have agreed with my take on it. Some people will not. I perfectly understand that. Okay. But I'm not the only one who's getting sick and tired of this crap and is calling out these people for their blatant horse shit. Let's get into this article here from Bounding Into Comics, and you will see I'm not the only one noticing the shit that they're doing, and people are pissed about it. Fans unhappy with art direction of My Adventures with Superman. Slam Magical Girl Superman, Bishonen DeathStroke, and Race Swapped Livewire. I mean, this show, like I said, it's a mixture of three things. One, Sailor Moon type anime. Two, She-Ra and the Princesses of Power. And three, The Owl House. That's it. Those are the three things that they throw in there to make this. And it's pretty obvious as you look at it going forward. From its Bishonen-inspired interpretation of Deathstroke to its race-swapped Livewire, fans are unhappy with the creative choices taken by DC's new anime-inspired animated rom-com, My Adventures with Superman. Superman is not an anime. You cannot make Superman like an anime. You understand me? The only thing you should take from anime when it comes to Superman is to actually probably have a really good fight sequence with good colors, good action, things like that. That is what you could take from it. But you cannot do it in the style of anime. It doesn't work like that. And if you wanna to go down that route, the fact of the matter is that make an anime and done. But no. Anime is making so much because people stick to the stories. They want to see the characters, the way that they have been designed, all of this. You have designs for Superman, you have designs for Western animation. You could make it down, but there's no reason that Western animation should be trailing behind anime. I mean, look at how many billions of dollars they're sinking into crap movies that just keep losing. When you could put half of that into making good animation projects, but no. You just love to lose money. Look at this. This doesn't even look good, man. Created by Ms. Marvel, Volume 3 artist Jake Wyatt, well, that says a lot. And co-produced by Netflix's She-Ra and the Princesses of Power writer Josie Campbell. Call that as well, yeah. And storyboard artist Brendan Kloger. The Studio Mir animated series follows the early days of Clark Kent's life in Metropolis as he attempts to balance his secret identity with his developing career as an investigative reporter alongside Lois Lane and Jimmy Olsen. Let's stop there for a minute. This is Luz Noceda from Owl House, and this is Gus from Owl House. That's who these people are. So you should say that not Lois Lane and Jimmy Olsen, Luz and Gus. That's who they are. If you don't believe me, watch just one episode of The Owl House and then watch this and you'll see. It's the exact same thing. Distinguishing itself from other such DC TV projects by sporting a very obvious anime-inspired art style which looks like crap, it appears these ambitions to marry the West and East have backfired thanks to the series leaning a little hard into the more soft elements of its source medium. It was never an attempt to marry the two. What they wanted to do was, just as they done with everything else, use the name and try to make some kind of weird rom-com inspired thing by just mashing together crap. That's what they were doing. And it failed miserably. One such element to draw the ire of fans was how the titular hero, rather than changing into a separate physical costume, now switches into his role as the Man of Steel via a new transformation sequence reminiscent of such legendary Japanese series as Sailor Moon or Saint Seiya. I showed it in my last video. Here it is again. Okay, let's move on now. This is what some of these pissed off fans had to say. Every time there's some kind of transformation sequence in American animation nowadays, it has to be some kind of Sailor Moon reference. It just has to be. Why can't we be original like Ben 10? Because it's no longer about being original and making good stories. It's about pushing the message. This is why they don't do crap. They figure all they need to do is just leech off what somebody else has done. Paint their name over it, and then it'll be good enough and the fans will love it. But no, they're not learning the hard way. Fans are tired of this crap. So on goes on. The same people who worked on Netflix She-Ra are giving us yet another shitty Sailor Moon ripoff with possibly more ships and representation up the ass. What a shocker. Quite true. I am telling you, before this thing ends, you're going to see all kind of drama jumping into this crap. All kind of drama jumping into it. It's going to be one massive mess after the next. They're going to have this ship and that ship and this one going to be and that's the other. I mean, I'm just waiting until they come out and officially make Lois bisexual or some god awful thing, or they try to have some kind of love triangle between Jimmy, Clark, and Lois. Next one. Bloody really, DC? Why can't you just do Superman the proper bloody way? Truth, justice, and the American way. He's not bloody Sailor Moon, you bunch of wankers. Quite right. People want Superman, truth, justice, and the American way. But you have DC Comics trying to get rid of that, and they're paying the price for it. And now you've put out this show that has basically Superman trying to be some kind of Sailor Moon ripoff, and people are pissed. They don't want that. Another point of contention was the series' decision to depict one of DCU's strongest and deadliest assassins, Slade Wilson, aka DeathStroke, as a near unrecognizable Bishonen, a Japanese slang term meaning pretty boy, normally used in reference to characters whose looks are meant to appeal to more female interests. I had no idea this was Deathstroke. None. I watched it and I was like, no, there's no way this could be Deathstroke. They would never do this kind of nonsense. But of course, I know at this point they would. But what in God's name is this supposed to be Deathstroke? This is Deathstroke, menacing, deadly, badass. This is an embarrassment. You have no reason whatsoever to do this. But like I keep saying, they don't care anymore. They want to change everything to fit whatever weird thing they're going to do. I mean, keep in mind that they're going to have some kind of prom-related episode in this sooner or later, because that's all they do. Princesses of Power had one of them. I think it was like one episode of that shit and I was done, but yeah. But this is what they're going to do. This is not about us. This is not a Superman, this is not a Superman animated series. This is their attempt to push some kind of weird fantasy crap that only appeals to them. Next, this is what another one had to say. I hate this. Quite right. I hate this so effing much. I cannot even put my loathing into more words. Deathstroke is a effing menace, not some yaoi bait-looking dude for Tumblr women to drool over. Quite well said. Very well said. Look at this. How is this supposed to be Deathstroke? Next one. Why do all the men look like twinks and all the women look like young boys? If you didn't tell me beforehand who these characters were, I would have no idea. That's bad when you're adapting something. Well, you look at what they did to Deathstroke, look at what they did to me. Yeah, because like I said in my review, all the women have to be these badass interpreters, and all the men have to be these simpering wimp, because this is what they want. They want men to be reduced to this, to a bunch of femboys. That is what they keep pushing. So they use these made-up terms like toxic masculinity. You understand me? They make it seem like everything that makes you masculine is wrong. But it's not. This is crap. Nobody wants this nonsense. Next one said here, sharing a clip of the villain's battle against Robin from the 11th episode of the original Teen Titans cartoon. He said, this one said, Deathstroke is supposed to be a terrifying and intimidating assassin, not some twink that you'd find at a Starbucks. Quite right. Look at this. Terrifying? I don't know what the hell that's supposed to be. Further, some fans were livid over the changes My Adventures with Stupid Man had made to the villainess Leslie Willis, better known by her alter ego of Livewire. First introduced to the DC canon in the eponymous Season 2 episode of Superman animated series, the electrifying femme fatale was originally portrayed as a petite white woman who worked as a local metropolis shock jock. But in DC's latest animated endeavor, the chaotic music aficionado has received both a race swap and a new, more masculine bent to both her appearance and personality. I covered this in my video. Why? Like I said, the other thing they're going to do is just write Butch across her forehead and be done with it. How is anybody supposed to know this is a woman? What about her looks feminine? The haircut already pushing the whole masculine mojo thing. Why? I said it before, I said again, what is so wrong with women looking like women anymore? What is so wrong with them being attractive, sexy, empowering, and deadly? No, they all have to look like men, because this is what these people want. This is what they want. They want to tear down all these gender barriers, all kind of thing, you know. Men must be women, women must be men, everybody must be any black thing that they want any day of the week. This is it. I'm sure that they're going to push some them crap with her, but this does not look good at all. This one here says, Livewire should be a former goth-looking disc jockey, shock jock, who later looks like this. That abomination in that picture above is 100% not Livewire. Quite right. Livewire is white, who later is ghost white with blue hair after the accident. Stop race swapping classic characters. How many times have I said that? Livewire was not black for F's sake. She was a white goth girl that got struck by lightning and neon chemicals that mutated her into her iconic blue skin, blue eyes, and white thunder-like haircut. This is just making my blood boil at a level that I never expected to reach. Yeah? This one here, that looks like a bloke, and Livewire is a woman. Exactly. Exactly, that looks like a man. That's what I'm saying. I bet they made her non-binary. I wouldn't doubt that. Her costume is also iconic, with some minor changes between artists, and this new one just looks too generic. Yeah, because they don't want these characters to look like actual women. You understand me? That's a problem for them. Why must this character be a woman and be sexy? No, that's a problem. So yeah, they went through all this, and this is pretty much the majority of stuff I touched on as well. I just want to wrap this up by saying, if people thought, I had a problem with this My Adventures with Stupid Man alone. No, fans are coming out and talking because they're seeing what is being done. They're not interested in telling a good Superman story anymore. All they want to do is push their agendas onto everything, and it destroys modern entertainment. Superman is the most popular and best superhero in the world, and you all continue to ruin him and everyone around him because your sick minds want to shape everything in whatever twisted way you want. And this is the crap that you keep getting. You know your thoughts on this in the comments. If you have a different opinion, I'd love to hear it. If you like the video, try to hit that thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. Ring the notification bell and notified every time I put out a new video. And I shall see you all next time. Take care.